directors or director of department, my colleagues, ministers, chaplains. I've also not been a chaplain before, but I've been a teacher and a pastor. So I've coming from schools, hospitals, coming from security services. I understand Commodore is here. Where is he? I've not seen him. Oh, okay. Heads of institutions, ladies and gentlemen, asunbe nkamu nyina. Hey jole ahanye fen. I thank the all glorious and ever living God, because I count it all joy and with much pressure to share in the blessing of this year's Chaplains Conference. I stand in for the moderator of General Assembly, Right Reverend Professor Joy Mainte. It's not been able to come because there is good news which is going to follow. When the president came to General Assembly, he intimated to us that the time has come for the Presbyterian University to be chartered. Which means we will award our own degrees up to PhD and even beyond. And our moderator is going to receive that certificate. Today. That's why he's not here with you. I bring his greetings. The theme you have chosen for this occasion, the chaplain and the lighthouse, as the lighthouse to the institution, is graciously chosen. Lighthouse has been used as a metaphor for the chaplain. The chaplain as the lighthouse to the institution. What he's saying is that the chaplain is the lighthouse of your institution. The keynote speaker rightly identified the key words or expressions. These days, I'm growing so I cannot speak fast. So bear with me. I'm not a fast speaker. That's why my sermons are long. But listening to the keynote speaker and then the president of conference and all other speakers, if you look at the brevity of time that they used, I don't think I should come and spend more than 10 minutes. And I'm really grateful to the MNE Directorate, especially Reverend Dr. E.K. Saba. When the invitation came, I said, write something for me. Write something for me. And he wrote excellent piece for me. So what I'm also going to say, all the good things, if there are, which because he wrote, I know there are good things, you give to Dr. Saba, and all the not so much good things you give to old man. The keynote speaker spoke excellently about the chaplain. He told us who the chaplain was and who the chaplain is. So I'm not, and you are, most of you are chaplains. So I will not dare go about chaplain, because it seems the doctors of the church, they all think alike on this topic. Yeah, because what keynote speaker spoke about is what the MNE director, doctor, also has told me to tell you. But I would not like to go there. What I would rather say as regards the chaplain is that keynote speaker has told you the importance of the chaplain in the church community. And even though chaplains are doing excellent work, the church does not support chaplains who work as chaplains deserve. Even though this is the case, it also goes without saying that most of the talented and exceptional ministers of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana who assume high profile leadership of the church and had been principal officers had been chaplains. The history is there. Let me just give you 4 or 5 examples, beginning with very Reverend G.K. Sitemisa, who became the 10th moderator of the PCG. He was a chaplain at KNU ST. And then very Reverend G.A. Cranton also became the 12th moderator, he was also a chaplain at Tech, KNUST. Very Reverend A.A. Beku, the 13th moderator, was a chaplain at the police church. His successor, Very Reverend Dr. Sam Prempe, the 14th moderator, was also a chaplain at KNUST, but he also continued being chaplain to Scotland. Our present clerk of General Assembly, Reverend Dr. Jean Nino Odonko, was also in the London chaplaincy for many years. Today, in the light of the complexities of ministry, we expect chaplains to be effective representatives of the church and as agents of growth. As I said about the chaplain. So let me say, especially the metaphor of the lighthouse to the chaplain. And if we can add one or two to what has already been said. I agree, we all know in Ghana there are about 7 lighthouses, throughout the country, not more than 7. It's a tower, we know, with a bright, a beacon of hope, and all that. And this is conspicuously placed at the top and located in an important and dangerous place to help make navigation or sailing across a port more safely. Since human beings began traveling by sea, such navigational beacons have been used to help sailors navigate or sail across safely. Now, I want you to travel with me so that as I mention the things that lighthouses do, I want you to relate it to you or the one sitting near you as a chaplain. Because of that, the lighthouse has come to serve 2 main, as has been mentioned, as a navigational aid. 2, to warn boats or ships of dangerous areas or spots so that they will be able to avoid. The lighthouse is thus a symbol of hope and security. It protects both life and property. Now, what does it mean